Hey everyone, this is going to be a trade recap on the trades that I took last night. It was NQ and US 30. I went short on both of them as I had reason to believe they would go lower. They are kind of correlated, so it all happened at the exact same time. The entry was within the same minute. Being that and they are correlated, if one was hit stop loss or TP, the other one would hit stop loss or TP. So I did de-risk, as if I got stopped on one, the other one was probably going to get stopped as well. So I just de-risked as the trades were very similar. But I still risked more than risking one trade. How much did I risk? Put like 500 per account. Oh no, 500 in total. Risked 500 in total. So yeah, if I risked my real amount, it would have been 600. So yeah, I think $100 is fair. So let's get straight into it. The 500, that was, yeah, it was $400 each account I risked. Sorry. I risked $400 each account. That makes a lot more sense. So the trades were, so we'll start off with the Dow. So the Dow was looking really bearish. We were looking really bearish. And we kind of looked a bit overextended here. And then this daily opened on the Monday. And this is now, we had more war news over the weekend. So we're just bearish, bearish, dumping, dumping. We swept all this liquidity to keep in mind. So my first thing that I went wrong with, we had a massive liquidity sweep. Second thing I went wrong with, we were in a bullish daily fair value gap. So that already is telling me that the trade's just invalidated. I shouldn't have taken this trade. Same for NQ. The trade shouldn't have been taken, but I did. This is what my mentor told me, and I just forgot. I learned a lot, but it was my fault. So yeah, I went short saying that we were so bearish. Even though we're in a bullish daily and a massive liquidity suit. This is a daily time frame. We have low here, low here, low here, and that all got swept within the past 6 days or 4 trading days. So yeah. We had more liquidity down here, but like we're due for a retracement. But I kind of made an excuse to myself, like and said to myself that the retracement was this. So we had a massive end log here. I kind of used this as the retracement. As it was, yeah, nearly 2%. So we're just so volatile. I need to keep in mind that a 2% retracement maybe isn't that much anymore, as we are really volatile. And every 1 minute candlestick is just like a normal New York Open. It's like so crazy. It's crazy how much we're moving. But anyway, so yeah, we hit OTE, we hit the end log, resistance, bang, really good setup, plus in a 4 hour bearish. So the 4 hour and 1 hour was really good, but it's the daily, and the daily holds the most power. And the daily was looking bullish. The daily was looking bearish, but we were at a reversal point. And if you're at a reversal point, you just don't trade. And that sucks. You just have to sit on your hands. Because now I'm able to look and be like, okay, I mean, yeah, sure, we're bearish, but hold up. We've tapped in that bullish PDRA, and we're getting legs up. So now is a great time to buy, to look for setups for that buy. But I went short. Stop loss was a big wiggle room as we're very volatile. 200 point stop loss. This is on the Dow, keep in mind. So it's not NQ, it's on the Dow. So 200 points isn't as much as on the NQ. And we were so volatile. So TPs were at the bottom. The risk to reward was the ones at 4. Like, if this had hit TP, I would have been so happy. I would have been like, hell yeah, because that really would have set a good buffer on my funded accounts. But yeah, stop loss was up here. 1 minute break of structure. Bang, bang, bang. Entered. I was gonna TP one here, but I wasn't. I was going to, but I decided not to. It didn't even hit it. I was confident, and then I went to bed. Yeah, damn. I went to bed at like 1:05, and then we just ripped. Hit stop loss at 3 in the morning, 3:30, which I would not have been awake for. So, but I did actually wake up at like 4 in the morning, check my phone, and I just was depressed. Um, yeah. So obviously, holy shit, I don't know what happened here. I don't know. I think Trump like said some shit about cats in the wall, which we'll get into later. So this was the Dow. We are 5 minutes in. Okay, we're on track. All right, NQ, very similar. I'm going to skim over this one because I told you they were very similar trades. So massive liquidity sweep. We can see a liquidity sweep here. This is like weekly lows, daily lows, hella daily lows here. They got swept before. We have more daily lows here. So like I called it. I said this demand zone would get disrespected, but instead of saying disrespected, I would like to rephrase that and say that we would get a liquidity sweep. Like yes, we could still invalidate this, but because we've just had that fat liquidity sweep and we've previously respected it, I have to say that we'll keep respecting it because I don't really see us coming. Holy shit, wrecked. Holy fuck. Oh god. Yeah, right. That's like 5% that's 5% in 18 hours. That's mad. That's mad. Yeah, I didn't really see us coming lower, but like I did see this liquidity sweep happening. That's the truth. Because breaking that zone would be crazy. Because if we were to break that zone, I mean, we'd be like in a bear market. That would not be good. So we had that. So yes, same reasons I should have taken it in a demand zone, been respected so many times. I mean, bang, bang, bang. Yes, we're getting less volume out, and I think it's going to get disrespected. But you have to base it off, just like my mentor said, you have to base it off what's previously happened. You can't anticipate that the other thing is going to happen. You can't anticipate, oh no, we're going to break it this time. Like no, and I've said that before, and I know better. So we're gonna respect it as of now. Yes, we've had a massive liquidity sweep, and if we were to come back into this zone, then I would be leaning towards we actually could break this. But this having that liquidity sweep, I mean, yeah, we just like overpowered all the liquidity. Yeah, it's a bunch of liquidity. so I swept all that in the demand zone. 4 hour time frame. 4 hour was great as well in a bearish 4 hour for value. You got 4 hour resistance here. Equilibrium, it wasn't OG, it was just EQ. Not that it matters. And then just 1 minute break of structure. It was the exact same. Like I entered within 30 seconds. It was break of structure on NQ, entered on NQ, entered on my live account, and then went to DAO, entered on top step. Like NQ, top step. So I entered on my live account and lost $50 on that as well, which is all good. Not too fussed about that. But that's pretty much it for the trade recaps. That like I know better. I shouldn't have done it. I was just really bearish. I was talking to like my mom and my dad, and we're just talking about like the market and they're like how bearish we are, blah blah blah. And I remember saying to myself like thinking like, oh yeah, I know we are really low, but like we could react off of this level. Which we did. We just ripped 5%. I just found out. So that's pretty much it for the recap. Going over what Trump said about canceling the war. Pretty much bullish. That's bullish on like everything but commodities. I feel like it's really bullish for crypto because crypto reacted well off him saying that. We can see we're already up. This is a 4 hour, so being realistic, it's like no, it is a 7% since Monday open. Yeah. So since the market open, crypto doesn't close over the weekends. I forgot. But since the stock market opened this week, crypto's gone up 8%, sits at 7.5%. That's really good. So that's showing me that crypto's reacting well off of the news, off of bullish news coming out. Crypto's reacting bullish, but then again, off of bearish news, crypto isn't really reacting that bearish. What happened here? Like with the whole war situation, it's just nothing really happened. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. It's January. Yeah. Yeah, so off of the bombings of Iran, crypto did not take that much of a hit, which is really good. I was really pleased to see that. So if we can come up and take these highs, that would be awesome. That would be awesome because going back to the basics, high highs, higher lows, and then it would be full port crypto. Not gonna lie, it would be full port crypto. But I still do see a lot of faith in crypto. I don't know why. There's like no reason behind it. I just do. So yeah, if you're still here, I'm bullish on NQ and DAO, bearish on gold, bearish on silver. Let's have a look at silver. Silver's looking, yeah, doesn't know what to do. Same as gold, but we'll see gold. If we can inverse this daily BPR, like sure, like Could be longs, but I just don't see. I still see us being really overextended. And yeah, we had this massive sell-off here, but I don't know what that was. Yeah, just a massive sell-off, I think. I just still think we are, and maybe come for these lows here. Which I said, if we inverse this daily fair value gap, then those these draws could be valid, 100%. Like they could be swing trade TPs. Yeah, they're a little riskier because if we get any good bullish news for gold, it won't hit them. But yeah, it's a good risk if you can get like a really good risk to reward on them. So I'd really look for a daily fair value gap inversion plus some bearish news, which is what we're getting. You know, the war, if the war ends, and you know, haven't looked into oil and gold and how they move, like uncorrelatedly or correlatedly. But if oil starts moving in a direction where it's bearish for gold, and gold presents me with like a 4 hour and daily entry, like yeah, I'll take that short for sure. But got to stick with what you know, and what I know is Dow and NQ. So yeah, looking for longs on Dow and NQ. I have this alert set up here for shorts, but I wouldn't be taking it, so I can go ahead and delete that. Yeah. So straight up bullish candlestick right here, respecting this fair value gap, high confluence fair value gap. It's actually a bit of BPR there as well, but yeah, I can definitely. And also another little confluence that like I was speaking about with my mentor. Shit like this just works when we are kind of like in this case scenario, we're like coming down, 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 and then once we've reached like the max decline, that's when we start going up. It's the same thing as like slowly going up, slowly going up, slowly going up, more incline, more incline, more incline, bang. That's when we'll start to go down. Because it's the same thing that happened with silver. This exact same thing happened with silver. If you go to that daily time frame, we can see like slowly coming up, 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 peaking, peaking. We're doing like 8% a day right now. Look at that, 8% a day. We're like hella overbought. Like this is when all the top dogs are selling their shit right now. This is based off pure like FOMO and hype. And then we just dump. Look at that. That's everyone just selling because they're like, holy fuck, look how overextended we are. Let's just cash in. Bang. And this is all like the top dogs, I reckon. So yeah, we'll see. Big correction. Good time to buy on silver here. I would have bought here if I had capital. I did not. But yeah, sorry, on a bit of a rant here. But that's it right here. I got a couple setups forming for me on, don't know on what. It's on NQ or Dow. I think it's like here, Sweep Asia lows, which is grass, and then like 1 hour BPR with resistance, 4 hour fair value gap. Like that's valid. Seeing that we are bullish now. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's not about using these to dictate my trades at supply and demand, but it's about using them as like a really good bias. And this is my bias. People still may be short on NQ, but I'm looking at NQ like I don't give a shit if we've been shopping or whatever. Like I am bullish, straight bullish on NQ right now, unless more bearish news comes out. But even though like I do trust Trump and what he says. He says we're going to have a great economy, blah, blah, blah. The stock market's going to pump. Everything he said was kind of true. He said he said some stuff last year and all of it happened and like no one took advantage of it. It's like a fly in the wall. Bro. What the fuck? Yeah, and he was like, the stock market's gonna pump, so I kind of trust him. Like, all right, let's see. And he's like big on crypto, so like I trust him on that too. So we'll see. But yeah, bit of a rant, my bad. That were the trade recaps. I know better, and the beauty about like this setup and my strategy is I should have been bullish from right the fuck here, right there, sweeping that last liquidity, which is this one here. This is on NQ. I should have been, yeah. You know what? We could actually get rotations up, but I thought I knew it all. End-log retracement, and we'd dump like what happened last week. Thought the same thing would happen, but did not. It's all good. We learn. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Comment, Have a good day or night.